2009, Paper 1, Question 10, 3 equations, 3 unknowns. In the first part of the question, we are told that John ordered 40 small. What we've got to be careful about here before we start putting the question together is check our units. The total cost is £28. However, X, Y and Z are working in pence. It's much easier to convert the £28 into pence, so that is 2,800, than to try and convert the algebra into pounds. So 40 small, 40x, 30 standard, 30y, 20 large, 20z has to equal 2,800. I'm going to divide every term by 10, which leaves me with 4x plus 3y plus 2z equals 280 as requested. In part 2, we now have Mary, 42 small, 36 standard and 6 large. Again, converting the 24 into pence, I have 2,400. Dividing every term by 6, we get 7x plus 6y plus z equals 400. This time we have to deal with changes in cost. We have 72 small, so the reduction applies. So we're going to take 10 pence off every print. Important to use brackets here. We have 96 standard, and again the reduction is affected. If we reduce by 1/3, that means that the new price is 2/3 of the original, and we have 24 large prints. Again, remembering to work the pounds into pence. Expanding the bracket, 72x minus 720, and 2/3 times 96 is 64y, plus 24z is 4,080. So 72x plus 64y plus 24z, I'm bringing the 720 to the other side, gives me 4,800. And this time I'm going to divide everything by 8. 9x, 8y and 3z has to equal 600. And you notice here that this part of the question is worth 3 marks because of the increased work. Now we have 3 equations to solve. Your solution to this might be different to mine, and mine might be different to the mark scheme. I'm going to choose to eliminate z, and that's because in here I have 1z, which makes it very easy for multiplying. I'm going to number my equations 1, 2 and 3, and the first thing I'm going to do is take equation 1 and subtract 2 times equation 2. So equation 1 is 4x plus 3y plus 2z is 280. Equation 2 times 2, 14x, 12y plus 2z equals 800. One of the most common mistakes in here are students forget to multiply every term. If I subtract those, I have minus 10x minus 9y equals minus 520. They're all negative, so I can rewrite it as 10x plus 9y equals 520, and that gives me my first equation. Now I'm going to work with the second and the third equation, and I'm going to multiply the second equation by 3. 21x, 18y, 3z equals 1200. And we have the third equation, 9x, 8y, and 3z equals 600. I'm going to subtract those, so 12x plus 10y has to equal 600. And I can divide everything by 2, so 6x, 5y equals 300. I now have 2 equations, 2 unknowns, and I'm going to multiply the first one by 10. So 60x plus 50y has to equal 3,000. I'm going to multiply the second one by 6. 60x, 54y equals 3,120. So subtracting those, minus 4y equals minus 120. y equals 30. 6x plus 150, 5y equals 300. So 6x equals 150, x would be 25. John and Mary put in a combined order that would be 82 small, 66 standard, and 26 large. And we've just worked out that the price for these are 25, 30 and 45. We've ordered more than 50 small, so the new price of these will be reduced by 10, so that's 15p. The standard with more than 50 of those, so the new price for those is reduced by 1/3, so that's 20p, and the large will be 45. So we have 82 small at 15p, 66 standard at 20p, and 26 large at 45p, which gives us 3,720 or £37.20. So to work out the saving, take the 28 and the 24 and subtract this new price of £37.20, which gives us £14.80.